Hello, everyone. This is Jessica in communications for the City of Battle Creek, and this is the City Commission Roundup for March 21st, 2023. That is today. This is a new thing that we're trying to make our agendas and commission meetings more accessible and informative for you. So hopefully we'll be able to get these out a little sooner before the meetings, but I hope these will still help you after the fact as well. So today we have a 5:30 p.m. workshop and a 7 p.m. regular meeting. And in this roundup, I want to focus in particular on the workshop. Commissioners learn more about an issue during a workshop. They have time to ask city staff questions about it, and they can discuss the issue without voting. Community members can also attend and give public comment about that issue and learn more about it. And what I'm sharing here is our city website, battlecreekmi.gov. You can always find our agendas there, and minutes after the fact. Minutes are a summary recap of a meeting, and those are under Your Government tab. Under Mayor and City Commission, we have agendas, minutes, and videos. That is the page we're on right now. And if you just scroll down underneath the photo of the commission, you can see the most recent dates. It goes back a couple of months, or you can use this meeting search to find what you're looking for. So today, March 21st, the commission will discuss a project related to our Verona pumping station and our well casings out there. Verona is where our drinking water is collected from the underground aquifer. It's treated and it's pumped out into the entire city through the hundreds of miles of underground pipes. Well casings support the walls of our wells, keeping them stable and keeping the water protected as it enters from the aquifer. And an aquifer is rock formations that hold groundwater, and that is the source of Battle Creek's drinking water. And you'll see my background today is out in the Verona well field, and that is one of our well houses. So first, I want to tell you that the City of Battle Creek water continues to be safe and high quality. You can see our annual water testing in our water quality reports, and those are also available on our website. You can see those under the I Want To tab, under View, and the first one here is our annual water quality reports, and you'll see those by year. So in December, we received what is officially called a significant deficiency violation notice from the State Department of Environment, Great Lakes, and Energy. We have a project planned to address this that is proposed to happen in 2 phases right now, with the first costing around $10 million. Now, the words deficiency and violation from the state does sound serious, but you should know that the city actually contacted the state to report ourselves for the issues that we're seeing with some of our wells that need to be corrected. We are seeing deterioration of some of the casings, likely from being installed incorrectly or very sparingly on some of the wells. And our wells were installed between 1939 and the 1980s as our Verona pumping station was built up in phases. There are 3 rules within the Safe Drinking Water Act that our planned project will look at correcting. First is location of wells, to make sure that there's no contamination possible into the well or the formations where we get our water. Second is the location of wells in relation to flooding, to make sure the opening to the well is far enough from the level of potential flooding. Verona is next to the Battle Creek River in the northeast part of the city. Third, well casing in a rock formation, making sure that a well in a rock formation has protective material above the aquifer, that rock holding the groundwater, and protection from contamination again. We care a lot and are proud of our water quality, and our water staff has been really proactive about our needs for our wells and in communication with the state about it. You can learn more tonight at this workshop, which starts at 5:30 in the 3rd floor commission chambers at City Hall. That's 10 North Division Street. You can also watch live on our YouTube channel, City of Battle Creek, Michigan, or watch the replay later again on YouTube. So let me move on to focus on the City Commission's regular meeting, also tonight, March 21st, and that starts at 7 p.m. in the same 3rd floor commission chambers of City Hall. Here are some highlights for the March 21st agenda. To learn more about the different parts of our City Commission meetings and agendas, please check out our introductory video about that, which is linked below in the description box. Tonight, we have a project report from the South Michigan Food Bank related to their community project funded with some of the city's American Rescue Plan Act funding. And we also have a city staff report to the commission from our IT director, who is Chad Frine. On our consent agenda this evening, among other things, is consideration of a contract with AR Engineering for services related to redevelopment of the Van Buren Street parking lot, which is downtown on the Battle Creek River. Over the last couple of years, the city has looked for developers interested in a mixed-use development with both business and housing in this area. And we have an option agreement with Great Lakes Capital Development for such a project and a state grant to begin the design work. This means we hold the contracts, the city, and Great Lakes chose AR Engineering to start that design work. Under our regular resolutions, I have several of note to tell you about. First, the commission will consider support for our recommended rehabilitation of 4 bridges in the city over the Kalamazoo River on Angel Street, Kendall Street, McCamley Street, and Burnham Street. We know these bridges need work, and we're planning for it before the work becomes an emergency. This is about a $3 million project, but approval of this item by the commission would let us apply for state and federal funds that would cover much of that cost. Another regular resolution tonight is consideration of the recommended proposal for this year's chip seal project at just under $278,000. On the agenda, you'll see this as our 2023 Capital Preventative Maintenance Program. And the streets planned for that project this year are 28th to 33rd in the numbered streets between Gogwak and Territorial, and some all the way to Columbia, and Iroquois Avenue from 28th to 31st. We do use chip seal a lot. It's a helpful road maintenance procedure to help keep our streets maintained. It involves laying hot asphalt, then tiny stones, which are called chips, and then another layer of asphalt, and it gets smoothed down. Finally, related to the workshop tonight on the Verona well casings project, the commission will consider allowing bonds to be issued to help pay for the project to improve our wells, and that will result in debt to our water fund. They don't have any debt at this time, any outstanding debt, so they'll be able to take this on for the improvement and protection of our infrastructure. We do also plan to apply for state drinking water funds that will help pay for that project. Thanks for joining me for this City Commission preview for March 21st, 2023. Watch these meetings live or as replays on the City of Battle Creek, Michigan YouTube channel, and please do get connected with your City of Battle Creek.